What's up, guys? We got breaking news. The US House passes the FIT21 crypto bill. And this is super exciting, guys. We're going to dive into the detail, get a bunch of opinions, and also Solana ETF. Yes, hit that subscribe, hit that like. Links to everything will be in the description. Charles Hoskinson says vote crypto. A quote retweet, we're going to jump into this first, then deep dive into the details. FIT21 passes the House 279 to 136. House Democrats voting in favor of this bill 71. So a lot of the people who are anti-crypto turning into pro-crypto. That is a huge number of elected Democrats voting quote unquote no confidence in the current SEC and sending a message to the current administration that anti-crypto is a losing platform this year. So this is great, guys, because we're going to be seeing the fostering of crypto. Obviously, still some steps forward. It's going to take time, but this is going to set good building blocks for crypto and removing the red tape, so to speak, bringing in the innovation. Let's dive into some of the details. Today, the House took a historic step by passing FIT21 with broad bipartisan support. FIT21 provides the regulatory clarity and robust consumer protections necessary for the digital asset ecosystem to thrive in the US. The bill also ensures America leads the financial system of the future and remains a hub for technological innovation. This is so important, guys, because I always had a feeling they've been waiting. They didn't want to be so quick, but they would reclaim dominance. And this is, again, showing it clear as water. I appreciate the partnership of Chairman Thompson, as well as Congressman French Hill and Dusty Johnson. This landmark initiative would not be possible without their steadfast leadership. The overwhelming support for FIT21 in the House should serve as a wake-up call to the Senate and this administration. They must come to the table to ensure the Americans who engage with digital assets can do so safely. At the bottom, and it's a long read, but at the bottom we have some of the benefits, what they're strengthening. So it will protect consumers by strengthening transparency and accountability with market participants. Digital asset developers will be required to provide accurate, relevant disclosures, including information relating to the digital asset project's operation, ownership, and structure. Digital asset customer-serving institutions like exchanges, brokers, and dealers will be required to provide appropriate disclosures to customers, segregate customer funds from their own, and reduce conflicts of interest through registration, disclosure, and operational requirements. So there's going to be at least more clarity as to how they can actually cement being in the United States with proper clarity. Strengthening the market by protecting digital asset projects. So digital asset developers will have a pathway to raise funds. This excited me. And participants will have a clear process to determine which digital asset transactions are subject to the SEC's jurisdictions and the CFTC jurisdiction. Finally, protecting digital asset customer-serving institutions by establishing clear lines between the SEC and CFTC and creating comprehensive registration regimes to permit them to lawfully serve customers in digital asset markets. TLDR, layman terms, they're saying like we want to go through with pro-crypto, proper regulation, proper clarity. This is very exciting, guys. Let's get some opinions of others before we dive into the Solana ETF goodness. Now, Charles Hoskinson has a list here linked 71 good Democrats. We have here a list of the names. And yes, even Pelosi also reversed and is going pro-crypto, and many other names. So take a good look at this. Did any surprise you? Let me know. I mean, I'm not that good with the detailed names, but seeing Pelosi kind of surprised me. That was an interesting one. We have a detailed list here. These are the 71 Democrats who broke with the anti-crypto ranks to vote yes on FIT21. So good stuff, guys. This is a landmark. This is a super pivotal, critical moment. So again, Nancy Pelosi voted in favor of crypto bill FIT21. And let's go into a small thread detailing this. Passed the House today, FIT21, with 279 votes. Today's bipartisan support signals that both parties see the value in working towards establishing clear guidelines to enable innovation while prioritizing consumer safeguards. Sounds simple, but the journey here hasn't been. For years, crypto has been stuck in a regulatory no man's land. I agree. Different agencies claiming jurisdiction via court case instead of open rulemaking, showing immense confusion. Interesting word choice there. Sowing immense confusion among users, investors, and founders. 3. The SEC has taken an increasingly aggressive enforcement-first approach, stifling innovation and threatening to drive crypto out of the US. We have seen that. We've seen the influx of projects going to Asia, going to Switzerland, going abroad. And this is to bring back that talent, bring back the innovation, bring back the economic gains, bring back the threat to the US national defense. All these things go to give a net positive to the United States. So this is good, guys. Bullish for the United States, bullish for the whole world for crypto. FIT 21 is Congress reasserting its authority. Is the bill perfect? No, but it starts a conversation acknowledging crypto's transformative potential while mandating measures to protect investors. I really like those words. While improvements can still be made as it moves to the Senate, this vote represents clear interest in a national regulatory framework tailored for digital assets. It builds on crypto's growing political clout after 2022's turmoil. And finally, as the legislative journey continues, industry stakeholders remain committed to shaping sensible policies, fostering responsible innovation and robust consumer protections. Today, we pause to celebrate how much crypto has grown to reach this important milestone. This is amazing, guys. Let's celebrate this. This is exciting. It's a net positive. It's good. So in case there was any ambiguity, it's a win, guys. We have to see what's moving forward now to the Senate, but this is good. Over the past 3 years, I've spent a ton of time working with many other great people on crypto policy in DC. Today marks an epic, multi-year, multiplayer victory for crypto. I've always been a wild card and activist in DC, which has value at the right time and place, like this week. Along the way, the Masari team has trusted my instincts, ignored the noise, worked relentlessly hard on product, and catapulted back to growth mode following the FTX fraud and collapse. For me, this was a fight worth picking because what we are doing as an industry is important. Crypto is technology for free people, free thinking, and free markets. Fantastic. It's so nicely worded. And these were many retweets between lawyers in crypto Twitter, and it's great to see their side and their view, and it's very refreshing because like statements like this, it's really true. As much as we all want to make gains, it's also crypto is the resistance. It is the sovereignty. It is the identity. It is the amazing immutable technology. There's so many benefits to crypto outside of just Moonboy Mars mayhem. It enshrines American values like free speech, self-sovereignty, privacy, due process, and decentralized governance into the future of the global financial system and decentralized web. Totally agree. It limits the power of government, of big banks, and of tech monopolies, right? Government can make sense, but healthy limitations, healthy barricades. I agree 100%. And on crypto policy, as America goes, so goes the rest of the world. We must win here. It's been a good week, but the job's not finished. I appreciate the customers that have bet on Masari and stuck with our team, even when my public stances have been unpopular or even infuriating. Today is a good reminder we are on the same team. So W's across the board, dubs across the board. I'm really excited to check out the Solana ETF stuff. Solving problems and serving people. FIT 21 creates a long overdue market structure for digital assets. Bright line test, self-custody. Thanks to members who moved this bill. Bunch of members there. I won't bore you with all the names there, but it's nice to see multiple angles to this, and it's it's that the team's coming together because I mean look at that, right guys? We have 71 from the Dems, we have 208, like a very low amount of no's. This is great. 279 compared to 136, more than double. What an astounding, excellent vote for crypto. The next generation will lead crypto forward. Congratulations being shared across crypto Twitter. In May 2023, I testified before Congress, says Marco, on behalf of my client Kraken, that America needs a comprehensive and balanced regulatory framework for digital assets. I believe this is CLO at Kraken, Chief Legal Officer. 24 hours later, down to the hour, the SEC called to say they were going to sue. Today, the White House says America needs a comprehensive and balanced regulatory framework for digital assets. Let's go, guys. This is great, guys. Ever since 1 p.m., like the past few hours, so many conversations. It's incredible to see this. It's good because we always see very like crappy, like not too good stuff coming from the SEC and just so much friction. So it's nice to see overwhelming support to push forward common sense clarity. The White House says it opposes passage of FIT 21 in its current form, but also says it's eager to work with Congress to ensure a comprehensive and balanced regulatory framework for digital assets. That's the key. And this is an earlier tweet. This is 10 a.m. So obviously this story has evolved as we've got later into the evening. But it's a win, guys. It's a win. The key is this. Everyone wants, on both the left, on the right, the D's, the R's, whatever colors, they all can agree on this consensus of a comprehensive and balanced regulatory framework. And this is a win. People are excited. I'm excited, guys. Vote crypto. You know what I'm saying? Just vote crypto. Obviously, other stuff is important. But generally speaking, like a gross generalization, the guys who are generally supportive of crypto usually have some common sense regulation in regards to crypto, but also in other aspects as well. Let's finish off, guys, with what's going on with Solana being discussed. So just in, CNBC discusses the possibility of a spot Solana ETF being approved after Ethereum. Now, guys, what have I been saying? This is going to be so hilarious for Michael Saylor when this happens. His content's going to age like avocados, like milk, if this happens. And I'm calling it, the future is going to be interchain, omni-chain, interconnected, multiple ETFs, baskets of ETFs. And this is what I've been saying, guys, for months.
The SEC is starting to amend these S1s. So I don't know if the Ethereum ETF gets approved today, next week or the week after. It will get approved at some point in time. But also the trade now is who's next, right?
Exactly. Who is next? Because and I was talking about.
Now, it does say here, approval timing is less important than shift in sentiment. New speculation on which crypto will be next to get an ETF. This shift could benefit names like Robinhood and Coinbase.
Actually, now it's almost time for truly my ETF, my blended ETF of which, which crypto asset it is. And so who is next, though?
I mean, I think you've got to think about Solana as probably the next one, right? I mean, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana are probably the big three for this cycle. But I'll give you even a stranger, or maybe not stranger, but a maybe an unintuitive way to think about it, Robinhood and Coinbase. Because now we have some clarity about what a security is and what isn't. And they'll be able to list a lot more crypto, which means a lot more trading for them. So I think they're the biggest beneficiaries from the change that's gone on.
You just heard it, guys. Like, I mean, this is just, it's just overwhelmingly positive. I'm just going to watch the market, how it evolves. Generally speaking, past couple bull runs, summers have not been too fruitful. The summers have not been too fruitful for crypto. But this is generally just great. It's wins across. It's hilarious to hear from mainstream that like discussion regarding Solana, Ether ETFs. I think it's going to happen, guys. These sentiments getting more positive. These amendments, these changes being asked very last minute generally preceded approval of these ETFs. So we could see just a bunch of ETF approvals and maybe get a different change this crypto season for maybe a little early bullishness. I'm still holding on my Q4 and beyond, Q4 2024 and Q1 2025 and beyond for like the bullish face melting gains. But let me know what you guys think. Is it possible we're going to get a Solana ETF? Maybe early, maybe right after Ethereum. What about the XRP ETF? What about Cardano ETF? And what do you think about baskets of ETFs? Because guys, look, it's opening up. It's not just Bitcoin. It's more than that. And it's being discussed, at least even with the ETF discussion. And what a great W to see this excellent celebration, guys. It's a win for crypto. And hopefully we see more and more countries follow suit with this. And we're going to get some crazy capital flow into crypto and everything else. Bitcoin, altcoins, meme coins, you name it. Guys, hit that subscribe, hit that like. Links to all these sources is in the video description. And I'll see you in the next Angry Crypto Show.